Iratatata.
Ta.
Tatadaso.
Ta. Ta.
Idasonena.
Idasone abayasiyo abasange bayibo.
Idasonena.
Idasone abayasiyo abasange bayibo.
The next thing I need you guys to do for me is sing the national anthem so we can honor this beautiful country we live in.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika Maluphakanye suphondo lwayo izwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo murena buluka sitshaba sa Yesu bufedise tintwari matsene osiburuke osibuluke sitshaba sa Yesu sitshaba sa South Africa South Africa a diploma van onze jema en die diepte van ons Heer. Ons Jehovah God die kranse antwoord gee, staan for call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa. Thank you very much, Dasso. Now,
Viva South Africans! Viva!
Viva!
Fellow Democrats, there is a wise man who once said, a government that does not invest in the education of its youth is a government that does not care about its future. That government is the ANC government. Amanda! This manifests in 1,000 ways. We can attest that in the past couple of years that Zuma has been governing this country. We have seen a Zumification of our institutions, where our institutions only work to please one man. Our institutions only please the showerhead man, and the showerhead man alone. As Dasso, we are saying that time is enough. It is not only Dasso who is saying that, it is South Africans. But South Africans need someone to guide them. Leadership with a vision. Leadership that has hope for the future. And the only way we can work for our future is through education. But this thing is emotional. This thing is very emotional. Because as a child who grows up poor, you have a system of a government that claims to be the liberators, that continues to oppress you as a poor child. The only time that they ever recognize you is when they need your mom's vote. That time is enough. We need a leadership that is going to be able to come and say, no, no, no. Closing our universities is not the future. But advocating for education for the poor is the solution. Because in South Africa, we are an unequal state. Many people judge us and say, Dasso, why are you saying universities must open? Because you are thinking in the future. When you close universities, you are saying the country must vanish. We will not allow that. We are saying universities must open. Universities must open in terms of financial support. Support in the form of free education for the poor students. Support in the form of subsidies and support for the missing middle. That is what we mean when we say universities must open. Universities opening is not only about access, but it is about success in universities. People are going to come and quote Germany Germany has free education. We are here to rewrite history. We want to write the free education of South Africa. We must be clear. We must not be deterred. Yes, we are saying universities must open. But the government must not deploy police to shoot us as students and say that no, the DA said we must open universities. No, 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 no. As the DA, we understand that students have a right to protest. But we also understand that students have a responsibility not to infringe on the rights of others. And that is the kind of leadership we need in this country. Amandla! Amandla! Before I part, I want to say to the Follists, to the Fed-Upists, to DASO, to SASCO, to ANC Youth League, to everyone, to the people who are burning buildings on campuses, that as a generation, we have the ability to be great. But what will define that greatness is how we conduct ourselves in front of adversity. Burning buildings is not the answer. Let us take the fight where it belongs. As DASO today, we are taking the fight where it belongs. Because we recognize that the blade is not sharp enough to cut the fees. The blade is not sharp enough to make fees fall. The only blade that we recognize is menorah blade that our leader uses to shave his head. Amanda!